Hi everyone, I'm gonna give you all a makeup tutorial, even though literally nobody asked, but I'm gonna give it anyway. Hi everyone, hi. I do want to preface, I'm really sorry that this video is vertical instead of horizontal like most long form videos, because I actually was originally gonna make this a short, but then it ended up being like 8 minutes long. That's like a long form video. That's too long to be for like a short. So it's a long form video now. Sorry. Step number 1, you need to do your skincare or else your makeup is gonna look like doo-doo booty shit out of a butthole. If you guys want a routine for just the skincare, like a tutorial on how I do my skincare routine, please let me know in the comments and I will gladly do it. Also, a huge tip that I learned and it saved my makeup is after you do your skincare, don't go directly in with makeup or else it's all gonna pill. So make sure to let your skincare sit for like maybe 5-10 minutes and then you can go in with your makeup. Okay, so now we can start off with makeup. So I go in with the xoxo concealer. It's like a serum concealer. These are the first placements I do. Try not to make a huge triangle under your eye. Just do little dots, or else it's gonna come out really heavy, especially if you have textured skin. Don't mind the atrocious outfit, but the next thing I do is I put some on the back of my hands to kind of warm it up to the skin. And this is gonna be what I use to spot conceal all of my acne. You never, ever wanna go directly on to your skin with this applicator. You never want to go straight on if you have acne and you're covering acne, because the thing is it's going to infect the rest of your bottle. You're going to put it on, it's going to like catch all the acne badness and put it in here. You don't want to do that. You're going to put it on the back of your hand, rub it a little bit, and then you can just tap it onto all of the problem areas. Even though I wouldn't consider my acne a problem, I've grown to like it actually. Now you want to wait a little bit, let it sink into your skin. When you put concealer on, you don't want to go straight into blending it. You want to like let it do its job and marinate on your face. So I've waited like about 2 minutes. Now I go in with a beauty sponge and just tap it in. Okay, the next thing I do, this is only for me, this only counts if you have an eyebrow slit, but I do, and I like to cover it up to make it look like to pop more. Anyways, you see how that just made it pop a little more and look more clean. Okay, next I go, next I go in with the Butter Melt Bronzer. If you have this stuff, you need to be so freaking careful with it because it literally is so insanely pigmented. It's crazy. Like you gotta like tap just a tiny bit, knock all the excess off, get it off a little bit on the back of your hand. It's pigmented. That's a mistake a lot of people make. They put it right where they put contour, which will just drag your makeup down. It's not gonna look. You should put bronzer on the high points of your face. So like your temple, I don't know if that's called your temple and what the fuck that's called. Like right here on the forehead, not where you put contour. That's to sculpt your face. This is to bronze it. That's the difference. If you try to contour your face with bronzer, it's going to look really muddy. Okay, next I'm gonna do nose contour. I like my nose contour really harsh. Some people don't like that and say it looks too much, but I like the look of it. So if you want, you can definitely find a tutorial for something more natural. And I do know how to do more natural contour. So if you want a tutorial on that, just let me know. So I go in with a super tiny little brush and then I'll show you the placement on my nose. So I do that. I'm gonna blend it in, don't worry. And then I'll do a little bit going up on the sides. Let me show you that. That is the placement, and now I'm gonna blend it in. And then don't worry, I know it looks really dark and harsh, but once we go in with setting powder, it's gonna make it look better. Just a little dot on the nose, and I'll blend that in. Now we're gonna go in with blush. I use the Too Faced powder blush. I actually really prefer liquid blush over powder, except I'm out of liquid, so I just have to use this. And then I like to put it right above wherever I put the bronzer and just kind of, yeah. Also, don't say I have blush blindness. I like wearing a lot, okay? Don't judge me. I like to make a C, like that. Like it's eating your eyeball, little Pac-Man. Anyways, and then I like to put a little bit on the bridge of my nose like that. Beautiful. Also, often I like to kind of blend it out into my eye as a little bit of eyeshadow. I don't know, I think that looks really pretty. Because our makeup is looking a little bit very pigmented and like a lot and a little bit muddy, we're gonna go in with the Huda Beauty pink setting powder. This stuff saves my life. I'm just gonna tap a little bit onto the cap, pick it up with my sponge. First, I tap that into my under eyes, around my whole eye. Make sure to do basically your entire eye, your actual eyeball, but like your eyelid and everything, so that way your mascara does not smudge. Okay, next you're gonna go on your chin. Usually people's T-zones, oh my god, I meant T-zones, are usually the most oily, so I like to go in with that. If you don't know what the T-zone is, it's basically this. Imagine that's being a T. It's like your forehead and your nose. That's where most people at least tend to get most oily, so I like to pat that in. Side of the cheeks, I just go in with a super fluffy brush and Just tap it in like that. Beautiful. We can put that away. Next, I have this really cute little, you can't really tell actually, the lighting is horrible, but it's this really beautiful kind of blue shimmery. Let me swatch it and see if you can, look how beautiful that is. So I like to put that on the tip of my nose bridge. I kind of use this as a highlighter because it's so nice. And then I do a lot in my inner corner. You obviously don't have to put any sparkles on your face if you don't want to, but I just feel extra whimsical whenever I do. So I like to put a bunch of sparkles everywhere. I totally forgot the eyes. That's what I'm missing. That's like the most important part. Personally, I like to use eyeshadow as well. Okay, sometimes I do liquid, sometimes I do eyeshadow eyeliner, but today I'm in the mood for like eyeshadow, so that's what we're gonna do. I have this palette from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's just some like neutral shades. I'm gonna take that, it's actually the same brush I use for the nose contour because it's like super tiny and helps with that. I'm gonna go in with this shade. Is there a name? It's called Smoke and Define. To pat that in there, tap off the excess, and then I'm gonna go in to make a wing liner. It's really hard to show you on camera how I do it, and I know that a lot of people struggle with this, so you're probably like, Kate, why can't you like teach me how exactly to do eyeliner? I swear you need practice. It's not something any tutorial can teach you. With eyeliner, you need practice. Trust me, mine was horrible in the beginning. I got like a rash. I was wiping it off and putting it back on so much. I literally got like red spots over here. So you just need practice. But I guess I can kind of show you the main idea. It is a little different because I have hooded eyes, but they say if you have hooded eyes, this will probably help you. But I'm just gonna make a line like that, and then I'm gonna connect it more up. The eye is done. Eyeliner is done. Now we're gonna curl my lashes with this broken ass eyelash curler that I broke. I like a really crazy tight curl. I know a lot of people are like, you're hurting your eye. I don't care. This is how I get a tight curl. I literally have to pinch the skin for it to look good. I don't know why. That's just me. Eyelashes are curled. I go in with this really random ass, I don't even know what the fuck this brand is, I'm gonna be honest. And then for this, I just go like that. I do back and forth up. Helps with the volume. And then the second mascara I go in actually helps with length a lot, which is the Maybelline Sky High one. It's waterproof, which is a pain in the ass, but it is worth it because I cry a lot every day. Yeah. I go over the whole lash, except I try my best to focus on the ends because that's how I'm gonna get the most volume. Eyes are done. As you can see, I got a bunch here, so I'm just gonna flick my finger and take it off. And now I'm gonna go in with this Peri Para Ink Velvet 26 lip tint. This shit lasts so long on your lips. I swear I struggled for the longest time to find a lip tint that actually like stayed on my lips, but this stuff does not come off. They're beautiful. I know what you're thinking. It looks really pigmented, doesn't really match the look, but once we wipe off the excess, we blotch it, then it'll look fine. You know that one audio that's like, it is hot as a witch's coochie out here? That's how I feel. I gotta take this hoodie off. I'm hot. I'm whipping out the Conan Gray merch. I actually did this part off camera on accident. I forgot to film it, but I go in with the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray Matte Blur. This Charlotte Tilbury. This makes my makeup last all day. So you're gonna spray that everywhere. While I let the lip stain continue to marinate on my lips, I'm going to brush my hair because it's crazy looking. Hi everyone, I moved to my bed because I'm tired. I think the lip tint is now ready to wipe off. So I'm just gonna take a tissue and literally just like, and all that comes off and just like, ignore the fact that I couldn't get this off. Just ignore that. All right. Okay, let me show you the makeup in better lighting. This is the finished makeup look. I hope that you like it, and I hope you enjoyed this video and it was easy to follow. If you need any tips, let me know in the comments. Bye!